You can hear the game. Good. What about me? Yeah. Alright, well, I've gone back to OBS. The Streamlabs app was just... It imported all the same settings over, but it just wouldn't work. I don't know. Pure virtual function being called while application was running. I think the game's about to crash. Yep. Unreal Engine crash. Now, again, that's because like, these settings are the same as they normally are. When your stream stopped, it went to another stream and the volume went boom. Sorry. Right. These OBS settings are the same as they normally are. Oh my god, I forgot about them. But we've been lowering the sound, the system sound of the game periodically to take into account the machinery noise. So I need to figure out something. I know what I want to do today. I just need to know what we have to do it with. I want to go relic hunting today, but I want to do it in the Can you hear me now? There we go. I am so sorry to anyone who's watching this later on, guys. So many teething problems today. Between you, I tried changing up my OBS for another version of OBS. It was OBS Streamlabs, but that had issues, so I had to stop and go back to normal OBS. And then trouble with my mic. So I don't know what's going on. And Dagger's the one thing that's down. Typical. You were thinking, was I thinking that? No. Right, in terms of chat was also wrong. Chat was set to top chat, not live chat. YouTube changing things on me. So that means that all I saw was I went from, let's have a look here. So we're relic hunting her. Anything else you got planned? And the next message I got was, hey Indy, you got chat up, you're pretty quiet. And now I'm going to go flying on this thing in a second. I think it's safer to just go like that. Yeah. So we do have one relic, don't we? Yeah. Alright, so we have one. I've really no idea what you get for these. I've purposely stayed away from looking at that on videos. What a drive if you can teleport. Gold ingots are up. Good. Okay. Well, it's not what we were hoping for. But it's a damn sight better than having nothing. So this is the first gold we have earned on claim number 4. I would be interested in getting the pipe, the grind wheel, but I want to get piping set up first. I was thinking earlier as well about something else that they can add to the game, another sort of step. If they were to say, oh my god, add a tool sharpening function to the grinding wheel, like so you can sharpen your daggers or your axes or swords. The sharper they are, the more they're worth. So you have an option to sharpen them several times, in fact as many times as you want, but there is a random chance of them becoming too brittle and breaking, and instead of going up in price, they halve themselves once they break, and they can't be fixed after that. It's like a little gamble to try and get as much money as you can out of it. And maybe something similar with like a buffing wheel or something, or brush or something, just to try and shine up the gold items, but do it too much and you'll tarnish them. That'd be a nice little addition, I think. I also think I'm lost. It's too dark. I can't see. Oh, we're back here though. Perfect. I can get some sleep. That'd be a good mechanic. Also, maybe even on your own tools, slowly wear out your tools down. Sharpening also makes them more efficient. Yeah, I suppose like shovel. If the spade is at max durability through sharpening it, you can fit a 2 triple like that. So basically, you got shovel 1 is 4 lots of dirt to fill up a bucket. Shovel 2 is 2 lots of dirt to fill up a bucket. Have it at max durability, and it can fit 6 into a bucket because you're getting 2 lots of 3. But you can't get it back. But in order to stop people abusing that system, I'd have to do it so that you can't resharpen the tool until it's... Oh no, that wouldn't really work either. People would just spam buy tools and then sharpen them. So you can't do it like wait until they're down to almost nothing before you can sharpen it again, because people would just go out and buy a new shovel and sharpen it. Right, so first things first, we are going to need the intake pipe. How much do we have? 207. It's not going to be a lot, but it will mean we won't have to run to the river straight away. Probably going to need a couple of these. And then try and get as many of these ones in as we can for now. Because it is a little bit of a stretch going across that grass. Oh, I think that's too much, isn't it? Yep. Ah! No, wrong one. Wrong one! There we go. Right. Oh, Donnie, was it you who said that you like Factory Town, or wanted to look into it? It was another version of Factorio in a way. It's more like this, but Factorio, like the modelling and everything. Maybe not medieval style, but you know, lower poly. Because if it was you, I don't know for how much longer, but Factory Town is currently on offer on Steam. No? Okay, it wasn't you. That's fine. I couldn't remember who it was. Do you know what? I really forgot how much I like Jack Daniels in coffee. Don't worry, I'll be back on the Guinness later. Right, so probably we're going to want to snake it between here. Like that. It's still going to be quite a distance away, isn't it? You've played Factorio. Well, right, you've played Factorio. Have you heard of Satisfactory? Oh wow, that's actually really low down. Alright, change this up a little bit. Damn it, come here. You've watched someone play a bunch of it, but you don't have a machine that can run it yet. Want it to though? I've got it. I've got it on the Epic launcher. But basically, factory down. Think somewhere in the middle between Factorio and Satisfactory. Now this isn't quite where I wanted to have it overall, but we can just move everything over to it as and when we need it. Is this still hot? No. I don't think it is. I think it's like third person as opposed to first person. I've not played it, I've not actually seen videos on it, because if I do get it, I want to do like first look at it. I know it's not that new of a game anymore, but it looks a lot of fun. Hopefully we'll start getting to some really, really good dirt. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. The nuggets are starting to get a bit bigger. I'm not going to lie to you, when I saw that we didn't have any actual money yet on this from this claim, I was very, very tempted to go and sell that boot again. I'm not going to. Kind of defeats the purpose. Just so we can get enough to get that machine. Come on, no whammies. That's even smaller than before. What the hell? We're going further and further down. Why are we getting worse and worse cleanouts. It sort of looks like I'm digging my own grave. You're not wrong. I mean, look. That's the best thing we got there. And considering how much more abundant gold is in this game, that's really pathetic. Oh, hello. You know what? Gonna grab another bucket. We've got enough of that. No, that's the wrong way. I got a terrible sense of direction in games. Horrible, horrible sense of direction. Especially if I go off the beaten path. You know, I think I'm taking a shortcut, like cutting across terrain. When actual fact turns out I'm getting lost. So I'm really bad at that when it comes to Skyrim. Right, we know we're off in this direction somewhere. I like how it doesn't, you have to let go of the bucket to fill it up with water. Just placing it underwater won't fill it up. That's a really nice little addition, I think. Saves you having to do it each time. But the one annoying thing is, if I've got a bucket full of dirt and I go to tip it into the thing that's under our tap right now, it will fill up with water and the dirt will jump out of the bucket. I'll show you. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Now watch this, look. If I can get low enough with it. Sounds like all contents are treated equally and not by density. Well, I mean, I could have told you that simply by how high up the gold would fly sometimes. You know, you've got a bucket full of gold, full of water. Gold goes into it, a huge lump of gold will go flying up in the air, whereas the water will stay put. Nice little nightlight. Because if I remember rightly from Gold Rush, gold is 17 times heavier than water. Oh yeah, the whole idea was for me to make less trips, wasn't it? Okay, yeah, look, that's still hot. That's really strange. That's a little better. What up, Spudley? Oh, it's this one was Spudley, wasn't it? That looks a little different. Like they got, they changed themselves. I'm actually curious. This is all from one spot of dirt, pretty much. So I'm actually curious as to how much we can get out of it. Have we found a way? Like if we're down to a really, really good patch, have we found a way to just duplicate dirt? Goodbye then. Some of the physics in this game. Right, so we were filling in the holes underneath the Goliath drills, right? But we don't want to have to keep moving it down or anything like that. So what if we went down to bedrock, got a good scoop of bedrock gold or dirt, then we just duplicated it and you kept using that to fill up the Goliath holes. You know what, I think that bit of dirt's gone to go and see the old truck. I don't know. To find out, we would have to get a good patch of dirt. Alright. Let me see if we can get a test sample going. Right, so that's that one. That's whenever you place dirt down, a shovel full of dirt down, there's actually more than one that you can dig back up. For example, 1, 2, and that tiny bit, 3. That should be enough for a test, shouldn't it? that gave us not a lot, but it did give us something. I'm wondering though if the visual amount equals the amount you get out of it. Test being a big pile of clone dirt, and test if its output against regular dirt of the same level. Yeah, I mean we could do that. Let me just do a couple more from here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive back, grab the pickaxe. We're going to keep hold of the pickaxe, but I'm going to try not to use it. I'm just going to find a nice little out-of-the-way corner. Let's dig straight down to bedrock. Grab 2 scoops of dirt from it. One we can duplicate and one we can... And the first one we'll just run. The second one we'll duplicate. If it works, then we have the potential of getting a lot of great gold just over there. We don't even need to move. Oh no, we're not even halfway yet. You know, it would be cool though, if you drove the truck into the water, all the way to the end, turn right. That's the way out. If we drove into water, if it just refueled the tank for us. Then left and straight on. No. In my other one where I've restarted, I've actually got a bed because I don't want it on the dirt at the moment. Because I've started mining in that back section. I actually put my bed here. And you can sleep in the water. Pick. Should be over here. And I might as well just fill up while I'm here on water. Not far, you can't even walk that far into the ocean. Ah, come on, behave. And besides, we've already lost one truck out there. Not willing to lose another one just yet. Nope, can't dig in the river. That's bedrock. Just like the side of this bit is. Oh, I did find something out actually. See if I can duplicate this. No. Grab my legs. I found a way to clip through the dirt and walk on bedrock. If this works, I'm going to want it brighter. Now, where's the bed? No, I don't know actually. I couldn't see the relic doing it that way. But I hadn't lost anything in this area. If I can duplicate this, then we'll see. No. It was something about being parked on the slope like this. I mean, that's our hole. That's where we've all mined out. I knew I'd lost a tool bag. And there's our scales that we lost. The hammer. No, on my other save. On my other save, I hadn't done anything on this side, so I hadn't lost it. Now, I'm curious about trying this on a different claim. Look at all that gold. What's this? That's another tool bag. Look at all that gold that's just fizzled out. It's a pipe. But as you can see, this isn't a very big claim, is it? Technically, I could jump off of this bridge and drive up that. I want to see if there's anything over by the waterfalls. Like a little Easter egg or something. That's what they could name after me. Ninja Fools. I can't even get down there. Or there. It's a dedication and a fact. Exactly. So, if this works, I might get a... there's no slopey bit on here. Oh, there is a little bit. No. I was hoping to get a look at the water levels underneath. I don't think it works quite like that. Well, tell you what, we'll see when we get to when we bring the big machine in. And I really hope there is water under there, because we're going to be buggered for water with the machine. You have to bring like 50 buckets in this. Just fill them up slowly. let's try here. I'm not sure if it will work because of bedrock. No. Oh, the other way round, isn't it? We were the other way round. Alright, let's try it over there. Maybe it's to do with the side that you get out of the truck. Oh, look how deep this is. Holy crap. Well, I'm not seeing a relic. So, it looks like you can't see them clipped through. Oh my god, this must be what, 12 feet deep? I mean, I don't know how tall the player is, but easily 12 feet. If I can reach my shovel, maybe. Problem is, you can't have an item on you as you're getting out of the car. You can't even get into the truck wearing the miner's helmet. If you press Q on the Q, puts the miner's helmet on and off. So if you press Q with the miner's helmet on to try and get into a car, it just takes the helmet off. Try this. This will show you just how shallow our hole actually is and why we're not getting great dirt. I thought I was nearing the bottom. Not even close. Bear with me. I'm determined to try this. That's not going to work. There we go. I am determined to make this a success. Even if it means wasting a little bit of dirt. It might be that I can't grab it. I don't think it will let me actually. When I clicked through on the first claim, I tried to do that with the repair kit, with the bag of tools, but it wouldn't let me clip it through. Oh, that's half in the dirt, so that might actually work then. If it's half pushed through, I might be able to grab it. If I could see it. Oh. Oh, it won't let me dig. It won't let me dig. Oh, oh, that sucks. Oh, that could have been so cool. Just instant bedrock gold. I would have happily bought a second truck if it meant keeping that one there to do that. Happily. Oh. Right, let's find a little out of the way section that's not going to be affected by the digging machine, and we'll just dig down until we get some good dirt. Here should do the trick. There we go. Grab me legs. So I'm going to grab 2 shovelfuls from the base here. We're going to... 3 shovelfuls. I'm going to grab 3 shovelfuls. 2 to fill up 1 bucket. And an extra one to do the duplication, see if it works. Oh nice, the bucket made it all the way down. That's pretty cool. Right. Oh, I've got to stop doing that. Leave that there for a second. Go and grab that bucket. Then we'll see if we can duplicate some dirt and get some really decent sized nuggets to kickstart this thing. Is that enough of a controlled test sample for you? Well, crap. I can't place it down there, it just deletes it. What the hell? That's on this stuff. We'll get there in a minute. I do like how you get down there. It's like a super slide. It's like being at a water park, just with dirt. Right, we know it works here. Oh, maybe not. No, it does, look. That's strange. I'm going to do it right next to one of these. I'm going to place it right where we know it actually works. A slide park with dirt into the water sounds like it hurts. Yeah, absolutely. Could be worse though. Could be gravel or glass. Broken glass, of course. Right, so we know it works right here. There we go. Sculpting at its finest. Took us long enough, but we now have our test sample buckets. Okay, number one, the actual dirt. Oh! Oh my god! The size of that! That barely even fits in. That's what she said. That's probably more gold right there than we've gotten on this claim so far. Okay, so bucket number 2 had nothing in it, but that does happen on occasion. We know that is the case. So we'll try another one. For every one we dig up, we'll just plop another 2 down just in case. If it works, we don't want to end up losing the dirt. Well, no, these they're infinite capacity. Ah, okay. It looks like moving them onto topsoil might turn them into topsoil. We'll do another bucket just to or 2 just to confirm, but that looks like that might be the case. It was that one, wasn't it? That is the right one. Yeah, because we did it in between. I'm not even going to duplicate it at this point. Just going to do a test. Oh, that's bigger. Well, see, this isn't even technically mineable dirt, so that's the issue. That's why I didn't think it would do that. Come on. Yeah. Pretty sucky. I think I might have some iron in this one. The helmet makes it look like gold. Well, you know what that means then, don't you? We're just going to dig down here for a little while and keep transferring it up. Make some room. Where did my shovel go? I'm going to have to go grab that. At least we have a way to go and get it. At least now we can go and get stuff that's fallen through. We don't have to worry about making more money to go and get it, to buy another one, to lose it, to go and buy, make more money to get another one. That constant cycle is now officially broken. Fucking hell. Sorry. I don't normally swear like that on streams. Yeah, that was good. I like that a lot. That was strange. It should have recalled me into the car. See what I mean? Won't let you wear it. Sorry, I know it's a bit dark. Bear with me. So what if then we're able to make enough money to extend a pipe down into the underground? I mean, that's basically what I'm doing on my other save now when I restarted. But that's not what we're aiming for, is it? We're trying to get enough money so we can buy that shredder, as we're calling it. Because I can't remember what it's called. I'm really curious to see what this is worth. Just stock price, I'm just going to take it over there. Bye bye JD, or JD JD Coffee, and hello Guinness. Sorry, that one really fizzed up. I just got a mouthful of foam. So once you have all the claims and all the different equipment, is there going to be a goal to the game? Well, we've already got all the claims. There's not too many different ways of mining. We've covered a lot of them in the first claim, which is why we jumped to sort of the last one. I want to empty this claim out. I do want this claim emptied out. That'll be our end game. Once we've done that, we'll wait until more has been added if it hasn't already. But I want to try and empty this entire claim out using the truck and finding a way to successfully not automate the digging of it, but automate the processing of it, while still being able to dig the ground out. Because obviously we're going to be going down and down and down. So it might be that we have to set up a load of wooden crates or something along in a straight line leading up to the processing plant once we've gone down far enough, and then every time just reset the vehicle, and at the position of it depositing the dirt will be a refuel station as well. But we're going to have to clear out the claim in strips going from where it resets you to through to where our setup currently is in that direction. That is not bad. That's not bad at all. What we can do is just a few more buckets. A few more buckets of it's not registering my truck. A few more buckets of the bottom dirt, and we can go and get that truck. Once we've got that truck, what I might have to do is stick a bucket at every location. We might have to go a little further to get water from the one that supposedly has it underground, in case it doesn't. But we can just refuel the truck at those places. We're just going to dig around. It'll have to be methodically, otherwise the truck's going to flip over a lot, I warn you. We just need to try and make the most of the terrain that we have at hand. Try and find those relics. Along with the hole in the floor. Alright, you know what? Oh no, that won't work. I can't recall to vehicle if I've got an item in my hand. I was going to say, you know what? Let's move the truck over here and we'll just recall to vehicle to get back up and we'll be closer. But no, that won't work. It must have been a bush. Where it's dark, at the corner of my eyes, we walked past a shrub. It looked like a lump of dirt, maybe the one that we lost earlier. Wait, what? The hell? And to answer your question, that's the furthest you can go out, by the way. So this must... I can't even go further that way now. Oh, that scared the hell out of me. So this must have gone flying earlier. Yeah, maybe set up a lake with a dredge. Yeah, a water-powered dredge. Once you get a continuous suction motion going like this, it keeps going because it's already started, you know, pulling it up. Gravity does the rest. So once you get that with a dredge, you know, theoretically it can never stop until it clogs itself up. Even Gold Rush the game doesn't have a dredge. And it is something that was done before today's modern technology. Go from dredge to pump, maybe even drill somehow. A water screw. You can get... Right, so the water will come in through the dredge through the gravity pump. Go through a pipe, then go into a little swirly bit where the gravity of the water swirling round turns a screw head that has like reinforced panels on it or something, where the water can get past it, but at the same time it pushes on the panels. That'll be a decent little thing. You know what? I can't see squat. This is why I prefer the lights on. It's hard trying to find a hole in the dark. Yes, I went there. I shouldn't have done, but I did. Yeah. Well, I don't know if old river dredges do that or not. This is just something I'm thinking that they could implement into here. Two in a row with nothing. Come on. Tisk, yeah. Do you know what? No, sod it. Or some sort of sifting container to catch fine specks when you get on the big... I don't know about that, because you've seen how it lags when all the little specks kind of gather together where they've missed out the machine already. So that might just make a lot more lag, you know. Right, do you think that these two will be enough? We could always make something out of the iron. We've got plenty of iron to aid in our monetary attempt. I do like how much clearer the water is when you go underneath. Iron. There was one more piece that went somewhere. There you are. Don't want a sleuth's box. It would have to be registered as a pile rather than an individual, kind of like how your dirt is clumped. Well, we already have... I mean, I think the idea of this is to make a gold mining game, but that isn't the same as Gold Rush the game. I mean, as it is, they've got deformable dirt the same way Gold Rush the game does. Well, it's a little less. I mean, you're just literally teleports a chunk out of the way, whereas it kind of molds when you're doing it on Gold Rush the game. So they've done it that way, I suppose, to keep away from it. But you do have sluice boxes and everything in Gold Rush the game, of course. You have jigs, sluice boxes, STs, all of that stuff. Trommel, shaker. They have big sluices and little sluices on Gold Rush the game. You know, I'm going to go grab the truck. The water level's looking a bit low. We're going to need to top that up as well. Right, whilst that one's melting down, I'm just going to quickly run to the toilet. See if I can remember what button this is. Hold on, hold on. That one. Ah, that's better. So what do you think of my little... I've had these for a while. I just kept forgetting to use them. Like the start stream. The timer's new. The 5-minute timer's a new addition. But the screens I've had for a while. Just kept forgetting to use them. That's the pickaxe, yeah. I wouldn't mind if we lost that. I think they should add a function. Instead of having to drop the bucket, they should add a function where you've got to do is that, and it will fill it up. I'll do one more just to make sure. Okay, that's full. I really hope that this is going to give us 400 or so. gold bar I could potentially could potentially make more money from it if I went right back to the start. There's a stock market table that has a gold and iron bar on it, and gems, though they have to be cut. You can't do an uncut gem on the stock market one, which is weird. Ah, great, we can get it now. Well, that's not too bad considering it's only a dagger. I thought that was an iron ingot. It looked like it for a second. Right, so this thing, you can't actually drive it out of here. So what you're going to have to do is just reset it. Now, what I find weird is there's absolutely zero dirt in it. That's fair enough, right? But when we mine some up and I chuck it out of the machine... Ah, come on, it's going to do this already. When I chuck it out of the machine... This thing flips so easy. Make my life harder, why don't you? When I chuck it out of the machine, there's going to be dirt left in there. I'm going to waste all the water I have just trying to get out of this damn thing. We'll probably... I was about to say probably go to claim number 3 first, as it's closest and there's a water source, but... This is where we are set up right now. We go this one first. This thing actually just clips through, so that's not an issue. Right, let me see. I think the easiest... I don't know. Easiest way to do this would be dragging it backwards, I suppose. It's not going to be easy getting a level going in regards to the terrain. If the terrain makes us dip down, then this is going to be... See what I mean? So, I'm going to have to dip this down as far as it will go. Yeah. It's not the easiest thing to control. I press backwards, damn it. But watch, look. Right, so I'm going to empty this out. Let dirt go flying. It's not going to go flying, is it? There. That's as far as it will let me empty. No, 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 no. Oof. This thing does not like bumpy terrain so much. I know. I think the harvester, the shredder, whatever you want to call it, the drum, should be on the back. That would make a lot more sense to me. Come on. If you can control it well enough, I suppose you could smooth it out. But it's not the easiest thing to control. Far from it. Let me try a forwards motion. See how that works. I mean, it's going to be... That doesn't help. Okay, forwards is a no-go. You just... It needs... either another pair of wheels in the middle, or better suspension. Like when the front wheels are raised off the floor, they'll drop down. If the car's on a pivot like it was, the front wheels will drop down to meet the floor. You know? That's what it needs. This is how I find my way home if I take a wrong turn. Like if I actually go to a place in my town where I've never been. This is how I find my way home. I just wait till I get to a high rise, see the direction of the sea and head in that direction. Once I'm at the seafront, I know where I am. Oh, I got all excited then. I saw a little something on Steam, like an update thingy. Scrap mechanic. I got all excited, hoping it was Hydroneer or Landlord Super. Oh, do you know what? I saw a little, not a brick wall, but those little tower sort of sections at the end of a brick wall that was missing a couple of bricks today, And my first instinct was to landlord super it. Wow, we completely drained that. No, I did. I'm not a huge Discord user. I tend to use Discord just for gameplay, really, like when I'm gaming with someone, and I want a smoother chat experience. But I did look on their website. They're leaving, whenever they update something, they leave a patch note for it on the website. Ah, I thought that would work. I'm stuck. And again, actually that should be enough. Or not. Did I not get the water in there? I must not have got it in there. Oh, nice, nice. I mean, that only happens when it's wet, when it's raining. It's an add-on to the whole trying to work on a wet roof. No relic yet, from what I can see. Digs a hole and a half though, doesn't it? Oh, that helps. Oh yeah, we completely drained that tank. It is dreary old England. It shouldn't rain, I mean, too much during the summer, if it's realistic to England weather. Winter, autumn, a lot. Spring, I'd say maybe 50% of the time. So did you know there's meant to be bits of scrap laying around that you can just sell? Why did I run all the way back? Suddenly this is not feeling like such a massive idea. No. On Landlord Super. It says so on their website. So talking about the rag and cloth man or whatever it is. Oh, we don't even need to spit out the dirt. Oh, that's cool. Now the question is... No. How much of my fuel did that use up? I figured, especially with all the rubbish all over the ground, that you just can't clean up. Hey, that was a perfect landing, that one. Okay, so note to self. Ah, thought I found it then. Just a bag of seeds. Yeah, note to self. You can lose on dirt that you've mined. That if you keep mining when you're full. Oh, you do. You find bags of seeds. This one is street thorn. They do grow. You harvest them with the pickaxe, and it just gives you 2 bags of seeds. That's all there is for it right now. I'm out of water. I kind of want to leave it in that position. I hadn't thought of that. We'll try that with the next one we find. But this is a good way to get down to a lower level maybe. And then put in some flooring. Yeah, I suppose. I mean, it could be a farming monetary gain, but... Wait, what do you mean? Like fishing, though? In fishing, you only catch 1 fish, and then you can sell it, and then you can catch 1 fish, and you can sell it. Or you can catch multiple fish, but with 1 rod. You're not duplicating anything. Ah, yeah. How it gives you small amounts of money. I get you now. That's a weird texture. Do you think that's going to have anything to do with ore veins that they're going to add in? Or do you think it could just be something from the vehicle, like a I don't know, burn mark or something? Well, it depends. I mean, if it's as low income as the fish, it's not really worth it. Not where you can do what I did. Just dig straight down to bedrock with a pickaxe, grab a couple of shovelfuls in a bucket, and you've got yourself like a good couple of hundred hydro coins. Striations of mud, maybe, yeah. That makes sense. I mean, you know, digging dirt with a machine that runs purely on water. I'd be surprised if there wasn't dirt. especially as it's overflowing. One more should do it. The next one will make ladders much easier to use. I mean, the only issue I had with ladders was trying to get off at the top of them. Go figure. Right. So... question is now how to proceed. Word of warning with this truck. If you're sat there spinning your wheels trying to move, you actually waste water so quickly. We'll do barrel rolls. That was because of the dirt. All this dirt here. Should I have bought a cheap bed and brought it over? A loud motorbike. The drop sound makes me think you are throwing it. I wish there was a throw option instead of just like that. I mean, I've tried to do that. That's holding E. I tried to do that with to act like it is in Landlord Super. I mean, sometimes it will just drop it like that if you do a jump with it, or even just run, let go. Other times, you stand still, you drop it, and it will just go flying. Yeah, it's a swipe sound. I mean, I get what you're saying. Right, I need my truck. I've got a couple of things I want to grab. I want to buy. One being a simple bed, and another being a set of stairs. Just so I can refuel a lot easier. You're not going to let me cut across. Not even a little bit. Do you see that? There's something there. Ah, crap. Follow the road. But I want to see what that was. I could see it sticking out of the water out the corner of my eye. Well, if I had the screen in a set place, I could see it. Can I walk on this bit? No. You're going to let me into the water at all? I mean, from back where we were, it looked like... There's nothing there now. But it looked like it was a section of dirt. And how the hell have you wound up there? Right, so now we can make it daytime as and when we need to. No, it was something else. I saw it separately. I saw it apart from the tree shadows. And this will help us. I need to do it this way. No, I was right the first time. This will help us to... Hello, back up. They need to sort that out. Basically, reverse has no acceleration. Well, no, it has a weird acceleration. When you're reversing, you go really slow, really slow, really slow. Suddenly you're 100 miles an hour. There's no in between. They need to increase the beginning acceleration and change how long it takes to speed up. Alright, so now hopefully I can just turn on the spot here. Well, not turn on the spot, but turn around there. And there we go. Ah, sweet success, finally. They need to make that drum a little longer. It'd be easier to intersect in between then. Come on. Ah, see what I mean about the acceleration? Let's get this out of the way. Not seeing anything from that one. Of course, this could be really deep as well. Oh, you've seen how deep it is from my old attempt. Yeah, I'm going to need to grab my legs again. A perfect positioning. Oh, that was awesome. That really was. That was funny. Right, so I want to. I'm gonna go grab the legs, and we can fit up again. Should be a lot easier this time. Oh, the flowers should have grown by now. Which side are we filling up on? The other side. That's as far as they go. I'm just realising how much longer this might take, how long this might take. There's a good chance that even using the pick, you know, there's a good chance that we might just find it by accident. I mean, that first claim's so small, of course, that it makes you think that the others might be easy to find. Hey, come on, that went in. But I'm slowly getting. I mean, it's still a pain in the rear to use, but I'm sort of getting a little used to using this thing now. You can see I've got a few successful attempts here. Are we full? Or was that? Might be able to fit one more bucket in there. Thank you for the lag spike, Mr. Autosave. I suppose if you're going slow enough, it can work, but at the same time you're fighting against the terrain massively. If you go slow enough you can get more control, but it's just trying to maintain that speed with little ridges to try and climb up. Oh, we have something. Regal of Rye. Wait, did I just glitch through the terrain, or was that just a vehicle? That was just a vehicle. Stick to the road. You know where you're going on the road? So any other ideas on how this might be accomplished a little faster? I mean, the only thing I can think of is random digging with the pick. But that aside, I'm not really seeing anything really. I went the wrong way. All of that talk about stick to the road, you know where you're going, and I went the wrong way. Right, this is not a stock market, so it will take anything basically. Except for that, it seems. Okay. There's another idea. Bear with me. Can't sell it directly. How about selling it as scrap? See if it's got a worth. Oh my god, look how tiny that is. I almost didn't see it. That looks like an OXO cube. No value whatsoever. You know what, you can keep it. Alright, so a bit of practice that could work, but we need flatter terrain, which we don't have except for our main terrain. This one down here. It's obviously a great deal harder to use on lumpy terrain. Are you the one that escaped us earlier? No, you can't be. Surely not. I mean, I'd love to see how that goes on here. Maybe bring that over here and just use it to strip mine this dirt. This one would be a breeze. Oh, that's the wrong thing. My bad. But if I can find the pickaxe, maybe we'll just try and see how well we can do with good old-fashioned manual labour. Tally ho! Once more into the breach, dear friend. So I was lazy for dinner today. I was in town getting some shopping, and I thought, what the hell? There's a fish and chip shop in town that's still open. under precautions, taking precautions, of course. You know, once ordered, customer waits outside while the food's being prepped and all that sort of stuff. But just grabs us some good old-fashioned. Well, Katie had fish and chips. She had fish burger. I had chicken pie and chips. Mushy peas as well, of course. I just couldn't be bothered to cook today. Right, pick a spot, any spot. Well, I'm not going to go. I'm going to avoid that area for the moment because I've dug a big tunnel here so far, and if they're always in the same place, we don't know if they are or not. Thankfully, I have a macro on my set up on my mouse, so you can't hold the button down. You've got to click it every time. And just for those click-based games, you know, just those simple little boredom busters, I actually set up a macro on my mouse because I got the Razer Naga, so it's got the 12 buttons at the side. So basically, I set up on the program, on the software that comes with it, I set it up saying, if I click this button once, then the mouse just thinks it's being click, 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 but really, really, really fast. This is as fast as the game can react to it, but it will just keep swinging until I click it again. You make a mean mushy pea. Yeah? Well, in Landlord Super, I make a mean slushy pea. I thought we found something then. It's just a corner of some dirt. So how lucky do you think we're going to get? Now, I did ask you guys if you wanted me to do any of this off camera, but you kind of wanted it all on camera, and you're seeing how long it's potentially going to take. I mean, it wouldn't be quite so bad with the digging thing if I could get it underground, but at the same time, it just goes through water like that. It drinks it faster than anything I can compare it to. It drinks it faster than a Scotsman drinks a whiskey. Not to be stereotyping at all. No one's getting bored of this game, are they? So I notice views live and after the fact are dropping a bit. So I will happily change up the game if... I mean, I'm happy to play this in my free time and stream something else if people are getting a bit bored of it. Maybe go back to Scrap Mechanic. want to keep that. I want to drop that. Oh, it's only noon. It looks a lot darker. Yeah, give it a shot. I mean, won't be today. I'll either swap out to scrap mechanic tomorrow, or might even take a day off tomorrow. I haven't decided yet. Then, if we're swapping out, you know, it's a good opportunity to just take a night off. I mean, I've been streaming every night for what, a week and a half now, solid. I'm not just you know, an hour or two. I mean, like 4-hour streams. This really could take a while. I think I figured out a way that we could mine successfully using the shredder, but it will take a lot longer. I'm talking about for money mining, not for trying to find a relic mining. Basically, you dig out a little area, right? Maybe a strip line of it or something. You fill in some boxes. Oh no, just fill in some boxes here. Lower it so that it will dig out roughly the same level as the boxes, and then you should, in theory, be able to strip mine. In this journey to the center of the earth. Random meteor holes. This claim is so huge, it could be anywhere. And I'm not going to find it, but guys, no, no, no. I mean, there is technically one thing I could try, if assuming the relics are in the same place each time. No, looking for the relic. I'll tell you what though, I will pop over to the other claim before the end of the stream and confirm whether or not there is underground water. That's not really helping. It's showing people the images I'm looking at. People are looking at a relic, but it's not showing where it is or what claim they're in. So I thought it might have been worth a shot, you know. Alright, let's go. Because it's 10 past 11 already. Let us go check out the other claim. See if just to confirm, you know, whether or not there is an underground water source. Underground water source. And we need to pot around for a relic here as well. So, wait, what? Oh, no, that looked like a random bit of dirt that had flown upwards. Confirmed. Right at the bottom of it, though. I mean, I was kind of hoping for the comedic side of it. It was like, I don't know, there or something. So that if you dig under it, the water suddenly drops down on your head. This would actually make for an interesting build underwater. In theory, you could power each set of conveyor belts individually. Like, each line of conveyor belts could just have a pump going into it. Then the machines that can break down will have what's it called? Oh, that's a nice slope. We'll have the pressure chambers attached. That is a beautiful slope. Oh, do you know what? It might actually be possible to use the shredder here. That slope is going to be great for sliding down. Right, let me go loo again. I'll be right back and then we'll give that a try. Okay, and of course the beauty of this is the refueling. It's going to be a piece of cake. Just have the bucket and the ladder nearby, the steps nearby. I can't see where my bed is. It's over here, wasn't it? No, I dropped it into the hole, which I now can't see. That was great work, that was. Oh, sweet. My monitor, I don't know why, my monitor's not as bright as it used to be. But I can actively see just about on my second monitor. So I'm looking at my XSplit, no, not my XSplit, my OBS preview. Help me find my way. Fuel you up now because we're going to have to drive there. Then we'll load the bucket and the stairs into the back of the pickup and drive there when we need them. Yep. Ah, come on. Thank you. Or not. That was just some poor stair placement, that is. Well, we did that and he didn't do a proper job. Don't know why I kept trying to walk on the spines. Ah, didn't count it. That's also looking like it might be a nice incline, but it might just go drop down really quick. One more. One more should do it. Speaking of, one more should do it. That would have been a tragedy. I almost dropped it then. Not the bucket. You're hungry, dude. Go and make some food. And I got my second dinner here. Oh, that slopes down quite weirdly as well. Huh. Alright, note for self. Note to self for future use. It's only 5. I mean, I normally have my dinner. I normally cook my daughter's dinner around 6 o'clock. 6, half 6, so it's ready for half 6, 7 sort of thing. At least we know we don't have to worry about changing the dirt. Right, so it seems as well, if you needed to know, that, well, right, lifting this up and down, it runs off the same motion as doing that. So that is left and right. You can't do an up and down on the camera. If you hold the left click and go up and down, it does that. But of course, you shift it to the left and right a little bit, especially if you've got a really sensitive mouse like me. Doing that does not appear to use water. That does. That and driving. So if you're trying to conserve and make it work as much as possible, keep that in mind. Now, which way? Down there. Gonna make some grilled skirt steak, potatoes and peas. Oh, dude, talking about steak. I've never actually tried it. I've seen it loads of times and I've never tried it. I picked them up today. My daughter's going to be at her mum's for a couple of days. So I picked up from the supermarket when I went shopping today a couple of Guinness steak pies. I might have them tomorrow with some spuds and peas and sweet corn. I'll send you a picture on Twitter later. Your daughter wants to come to the UK just for the meat pies. Just make sure she knows about Sweeney Todd. Now where the hell am I? Ah. What is that? It's priest. Have a little priest. Is it really good, sir? It's too good, at least. Then again, it comes in sins of the flesh, so it's pretty fresh. Sorry, I'm not a great singer, I know. That made me jump. That was right in my ears. So what caused that little issue? Do we know? They need better camera control when you're in the cars or the vehicles. If she ever comes over here, just get her to watch Sweeney Todd right before the night before she leaves. Or something to do with Jack, or like a horror film with Jack the Ripper in it. What is it that's causing this issue, huh? Come on. It really doesn't like there, does it? Yeah, I just think it wastes whatever it doesn't pick up. I mean, I can give it a try. See how much it actually shoots out. Let's aim it away from this area. mean, if it turns out that it just keeps everything that it's dug up, oh my god. You know? Oh, sure, you'll climb that without any issue. My daughter loves Sweeney Todd. Thinks it's a great film. I mean, it was only about... No, that's all it is. So, it just deletes any extra. I mean... A lot of it... it took a long time for me to let her watch it, obviously. I'm thinking it might have been something like that, you know. Just something here. Some lump of dirt somewhere, just sending it flying. So how far down is the water? Is it all slope? Why was that little pocket open? Do you see that? This is still sloping, I think. Yeah. There it is. Well, once the machine runs out before it hits the water, at least now we can come and get it. And I'm hoping I fixed the issue. Maybe not. Although I wasn't really lined up. This is how horror... Oh, that little tunnel I got built. See, that's one reason why I was thinking Hello Neighbor. I mean, I don't like horror games. They're not my thing. But Hello Neighbor would make me jump a lot, and I think you guys would find that really funny. Do you know what I mean? It's one of those things. Still nothing but scrap mechanic. Well, we have a couple of choices here. You would as well. Yeah, so we have a couple of choices here for after today. So I can continue digging in my own time, and then when there's a major update, we'll come back and we'll start it off by grabbing all the things. I'll show you where they were hidden, and we'll go and deposit them and find out what we get. Or when there's a major update and we do come back to this, we'll just start afresh. something to think about. Of course, when we do come back, I'll just wait for people to pop into chat and ask them before we start the game. Maybe. There's always that option. Do you realise I've got... Hold on, I'm going to look this up. Landlord Super is still climbing in views, I think. Where am I going? Where am I going? I'm on my app at the moment. Right, so this is weird. The fifth Landlord Super has only had 41 views. The fourth one, 28 views. Third one, 39 views. But the first one had 221 views. The second one, 277. So maybe the hype's gone on it already. Maybe as soon as there's a massive update, obviously the hype could come back again. And it doesn't matter how much people are enjoying a game, whatever game I'm playing at the time, as soon as Landlord Super is back up and running with a major update, I am there. I will be streaming it. Just saying, just forewarning you. I like how you don't even need to actually put that down. Yeah, but the further along it gets, I think the type of community and strife really helps the game views too. Well, you're ready. Oh, what for the... for if Landlord Super Swap comes back with a major update, you mean? No, what I think it is the first two videos, people were trying to find out how the game is. They started watching other YouTubers as well. By the time my other streams come out, there maybe were people had already seen what they wanted to see. You know, they'd already found it, reached the end of the game in that YouTuber's streams or videos or whatever. That's how I think it. That's what I think it is. That'll do. Why don't we place it? I'll just chuck it on the floor. But you know what? I was so tempted to just be like, "Brah!" but really loudly as I'm walking through that tunnel. Oh, that would have been more funny if I could see the reaction, of course. Oh, that's going to be a difficult thing to do. There is a highlight for you. Do you know, that's one thing I love about having a super sensitive mouse. When I laugh, obviously my arms jiggle a little bit. And like, I'm like this, like... So it looks like... looks like my character's laughing as well. Right, where's the drop icon? There. Okay. Did anyone else just hear that fart noise? Like, splash as I dropped it. Splash as I picked it up. But after that second splash, immediately afterwards, was like a raspberry sound. No? Your delay is really short today, dude. You got almost no delay. I read that comment. I read the word. I read when you said nope. Straight away, as soon as it popped up. Why is it gravity doesn't work on everything else, but on me it sends me flying in the wrong direction? Or in the right direction, but the wrong one that I want to go in. Right, how are we doing? Perfect. Really handy having this little sort of fake step ladder. Ah, can't wear it, can I? Alright, I'm going to cook up some dinner. I'll have the stream on the display there. I'll be able to respond occasionally. That's absolutely fine, dude. Make sure your priority is food is cooked adequately. You do not want to get yourself ill. Well, no. What I mean is your chat delay is really short. It's really good. There's almost no delay. That's what I'm saying. There's almost no lag to it. Come on. Okay. I think we're going to need the pickaxe a little bit here. I'm hoping once we're down there, it'll be a lot easier to find the relic. And it's quite a deep pit. But we might get lucky. Don't drop on my head. Don't drop on my head. You're not going to drop at all. That's nice. Alright. Well, that should help. Or not. What am I stuck on? The car. That was interesting. I was a little too quick for the dropping of the items. Okay, in theory I shouldn't be stuck anymore. Oh, come on. I was doing so well. Something to think about. What's that? Do a search for Hydroneer and your stream didn't come up. Only when I searched with stream did it. I've got the word Hydroneer in the tags. I've got a lot of the keywords for this game in there. It's just a lot of people are doing it, and obviously, I'm not getting that many views on it because I haven't got many views compared to some of the others. I'm not up there in the in the search results. Likes and dislikes help with that as well. Let's go back to my app for a second. Let's have a look here. Not including the stream we're on. Out of the 4 streams I've done previously, the one that has the most views has 33. Then 29 on number 2, 21 on number 3, 22 on number 4. So the views are steady, but not huge, you know? I'm out of water. I'm kind of stuck. Try a search for Landlord Super. I know a lot of people have played it, and there'll be a lot of people with a lot more views than I can get, but there might be a chance. That should have gone in there. Or are you referring to the fact that I should remove stream from the tags? Is that what you was referring to? Remove live stream from the tags. You know what, I'm going to move this one out of the way. I don't want to go flying because I bumped into it. Stuck. Why am I stuck? Okay, back now. Should look at your tags and SEO. Def not on the first page, and I'm wondering why with not too many. Well, maybe just remove. I mean, I've got. Might be easier to look at it through the tag, through the app again. Let's have a look. Right, in my tags for Hydroneer, RPG, Livestream, Simulation, Build, Water, Gold, Iron, Gems, Shard, Pipes, Hydroneer, Mining, Digging, Auto, Automation, PC, Steam, Weapon, Ring, Necklace. Yeah, but most of those people are doing videos, and the titles reflect what they want the edited video to be about. I don't know where the hell I'm digging right now, but I'm digging away. As long as I'm moving, I'm searching for relics. Well, online, off stream. Yeah, I know what you meant. Just keep digging, just keep digging, just keep digging, digging, digging. What do? We keep on digging. Great thing about this now, I might not even need to get off the truck to refuel it. If I can just get up on top here, of course would help if I did that. Okay, that was cool. So apparently, the lamp in my head is a candle. Oh, I'm on the wrong side. So, damn it. come on. Aren't you worried about losing a lot of dirt, not emptying the truck? I'm not collecting the dirt from here. We're only going to be... Well, I mean, we're going to something else tomorrow, aren't we? But if I was processing the dirt, it's going to be from the last claim. Kind of skipping the processing from this claim and the middle claim. Just looking for relics on these two. So if we come back to it, that's what's going to happen there. Problem is, we could be doing this. They probably put it out of reach of this thing on purpose. Like it's going to be higher than this, but probably only just. So that we can't see it from doing this. But we'd have to go around everywhere that we've done this and dig just to make sure. I mean, that's what I would have done. Yeah, even this claim would take a while. So, I mean, it's coming up midnight. Did you want to call it? I've reached the end of this section though. Can't see. Yeah, did you want to call it for tonight? And then tomorrow we shall... damn it. Jump in with... Well, either tomorrow or the day after, depending if I decide to take a day off or not. If I do take a day off, then it won't be tomorrow, obviously. But if I don't, then tomorrow we'll play some Scrap Mechanic Survival. We'll start it over fresh. Don't play on your behalf. What, this or Scrap Mechanic? I really need to stop doing that. Oh, I can't use it anyway. That's why I clicked on the truck and it. Yeah. It's late. It's actually earlier than I normally do. Recently it's been 1 o'clock and tonight it's only approaching 12. But it does feel like this particular game is losing steam. If you pardon the pun there. Pardon the hydroneering pun. I'm trying to think. Yeah, this is kind of losing it for tonight. But I've always said, even back on my Minecraft one when there was only like Amber at the stream, I've always said if there's at least one person being active in chat, like watching and being active in chat, it's worth streaming. You know, if there's one person you're interacting with, it's fun. You're having fun. There's no point in stopping, or at least no point in stopping a daily routine of streaming. If that makes any sense. But I don't really think this particular stream, content-wise, was all that great. I mean, we started off great, you know, awesome gold, tried out some experiments. Felt like we might be able to make some headway with the relics. Then we started to realise just what a monumental task that was. So, while I do have you here, I have one question I want to ask you regarding Patreon, as you're one of the ones that put me onto starting it. There's an option to be ticked saying force renewal at the first of the month. So if you were to become my patron at say 26th of the month, once the first of the month comes around, you'll get another payment out. Is that something I should do? Because a lot of people I've seen who do have Patreon say, you know, it's the beginning of the month, this is the perfect time to become a patron or Patreon. But at the same time, I don't know if I'd feel right if you know, making sure that if people were doing 2 payments in less than a month. Because if you don't tick it, I think it's a month as of when they started, isn't it? So I don't know if it would be easier to keep track once people actually start paying for it, in terms of who gets what. And no, it's like there's I'm trying to remember what they're called. There's a group of Minecrafters. They call themselves something squad. I can't remember what it is. But basically, whenever they do whenever it's around the beginning of a month, in their videos, they're like, just a reminder, it's the beginning of the month, this is the perfect time to become a Patreon. And I noticed when I was setting it up, there was that option to tick saying make renewals being the first of the month. I was wondering if that might have been worth doing. But for what it's worth, I did remember to put the link in the description though, dude. I don't mind asking this video because it's not like there's going to be a lot of views on this particular one. Not this late into it. You don't know, but you're right. But I'm right. I did. See, there's the at this point, I don't want people. You know, it's either I'm asking questions. People would think I'm either asking genuine questions or selfless self-promotion. But anyone who's going to watch this late into the video, I pity them. This particular one's not going to be very action-packed. Yeah, right, I'm going to end it off here, everyone. If you did watch it right through to the end after the fact, you are a superstar. And to those who are here, I've got the actives and the lurkers. Thank you for watching. Much appreciated. Sorry this wasn't much of a much today. Everyone has a down day. If I stream tomorrow, it will be at my regular time. If I'm not online by 15 minutes after my regular time, then assume that I'm not going to be online. Just take a night off. Okay, dude, thank you very much for having a quick look into that. And if I don't reply to anything from Twitter for you tonight, then I've obviously gone to bed. And I'll check it in the morning. Alright, everyone, thank you very much for watching. Hope you have a great night. Stay safe. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.